o'clock on this Thursday morning, June 18th. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Ferdman.
And I'm Dan Schrack. We've got a lot coming your way this morning, but first a look at some of the news you need to know.
Stephanie Joseph is live in the newsroom. She's taking a look at some of our headlines this morning. Steph?
Hey there, guys. We do begin with the police investigation near Thompson Hospital in Canandaigua. Our newsroom. The Ontario County Sheriff's Office tells us there's an active investigation near Thompson Hospital. They say people should avoid that area. We are working to learn more, and we'll keep you updated right here on air and online at 13wham.com. Now to the Memorandum of Understanding signed by the leaders of the U.S. and Iran, potentially signaling an end to the ongoing war in the Middle East. The 14-point plan is aimed at expanding the ceasefire and resuming the flow of traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. The agreement also states that Tehran will not procure nor develop nuclear weapons, the same pledge reached in a deal under former President Obama. The deal also mentions an end to military operations in Lebanon between the U.S., Iran, and their allies. Also new this morning, RPD is looking for information on an overnight hit and run. Police tell us just after midnight, a woman was hit at the intersection of Clifford and Portland Avenues, suffering multiple injuries. Right now, she's in critical but stable condition. They did not release a description of the vehicle, but they are asking anyone with information to call 911. Gates police are searching for more potential victims following allegations of child endangerment at an unlicensed daycare. Investigators then found similar cases. 31-year-old Casey Reyes is accused of running that center from her home. Police say a concerned parent came forward about suspicious injuries to their child, and they later found similar injuries to other children. More than 70 animals are now being cared for after they were seized from a home in Chilai. Lollipop Farm investigators removed 72 cats and 2 dogs from the home on Belmar Drive following an investigation into reports of animal cruelty and neglect. Lollipop says the owners used to run a cat rescue. Charges have yet to be determined. Happening today, a Juneteenth celebration at Rochester City Hall. Mayor Malik Evans will raise the Juneteenth flag over City Hall at 11 a.m. Following the flag raising, the city will host its annual Juneteenth block party featuring food and live music. But due to the weather, it will happen in the City Hall atrium. The Juneteenth parade is on Saturday. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph, thank you. We appreciate it.
Now let's get a look at what we've got brewing for the next 2 hours here on ARC. Starting with something many families have to think about during the school year, but can become a real challenge once summer arrives: access to school meal programs. This morning, we sit down with Dr. Elizabeth Murray to talk more about the new report on childhood hunger and the local resources available to help kids be fed all summer long.
Then, as the World Cup captures the attention of fans around the globe, we're speaking to a Rochester native who has a front row seat to the growth of soccer in America. We'll learn more about his new book and what's next for soccer in the Flower City.
And later, it's Friday Eve, which means it's time for another round of From the Ground Up. This morning on ARC Rochester, the garden is getting some serious upgrades with the help of JCREW Landscaping. Our resident garden guy, Mark McLean, will show us some of the expansions that will be in the works.
Before all of that, let's get a check of the forecast on this Friday Eve. It's going to be kind of gloomy out there. Some showers to dodge, some wind to talk about. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is tracking how long it'll stick around. Marty?
Yeah, good morning, guys. We're starting off with some thunderstorms. We are tracking for the short term, and then longer term, that wind is going to be the bigger issue. But already the wind is beginning to pick up a little bit. Now, you can see a lot of the steadiest rain that we did see from the overnight. That continues to lift to our north. That's moving up into the North Country, up into portions of Ontario province. So that's out of the picture. But there's still this one pretty significant line that is just west of Rochester. It's formed over Lake Erie, continues to draw closer to us, beginning to impact areas mainly west of Rochester right now. Not a lot of lightning in the northern portion of that, but still some pretty heavy rain throughout portions of, especially eastern and southern portions of Orleans County, western portions of Monroe County, and even as you look down into Genesee County as well. Those are the areas seeing some of that moderate rain. Then as you look back to the west, that potential for at least some, maybe even small hail and lightning strikes along that one segment that's back into Erie County. So again, we're going to be monitoring that closely as that does draw to the east. We're going to see temperatures today rise back into the 70s. Once this line passes through, our risk of rain is really going to drop back by quite a bit. It doesn't go away entirely, but still could pick up a shower or two going into the afternoon. Still do have a high wind warning in effect for today beyond that. But 74 tomorrow, 72 for Saturday. Father's Day looking all right, 76 with some sunshine, a little bit more moderate and steady rain into Monday, and then temperatures approach 80 again by the middle of next week. But again, we'll watch those thunderstorms for the short term, and then that wind picks up as we head through the day today. So some pretty active weather as we head through the day, guys.
Okay.
Did we get Dad our gifts?
Yes, for Father's Day, yes.
Yes?
Yep.
I just got the idea yesterday, so I'm off
Oh,
with that. Yes.
okay.
Okay.
Good.
All
Nice.
right,
We
good.
like it.
Lead.
Well, hey, given the weird weather, a friendly reminder, download the 13 WHAM Weather Authority app. Free download for Apple and Android devices.
It's like a weather warehouse in your pocket,
You
someone
might call it
said.
that.
My dad just got his first iPhone for Christmas this past year, so perfect for that.
Was it
Wow.
the first app that he downloaded?
May not have been the first one, but it is on there. yeah.
Okay.
There
All
you
right.
go. We like that. All right. Thank you, Marty.
Sure.
Hey, let's go off the top and start with some of the things that have piqued our interest. I'm going to kick things off today, and for my off the top this morning, I want to talk about Central Park and those carriage horse industries and why, after 150 years, it needs to end. Just yesterday, you may have heard, a horse bolted from its driver in the park, tipped a carriage, and an 18-year-old tourist lost his life. That horse had only been in the park for 6 weeks. The driver stepped off the carriage to take a photo for the family, which was taking the ride, and drivers are not supposed to do that, and the animal panicked. 7 days before that, a 16-year-old horse collapsed and died at the same park after eating a highly toxic plant growing along the route it walked every day. 2 tragedies, 1 week, same industry, same park. And here is what you need to understand. None of this is new. This has been going on for decades. Horses have been in New York City for more than 200 years. They helped build New York City. They powered the transportation system there. Central Park was actually designed with horse travel in mind. But that abuse came with the dependents, and it was widespread and so well documented that the ASPCA was founded specifically in 1866 to address this. Think about that. The reason America's first animal protection organization exists is because of how badly we treated horses in New York City. And here we are, 160 years later, still having the exact same conversation. New York no longer needs those horses. They're not powering anything. They're not moving goods. They're pulling tourists around a park for profit in one of the loudest and most chaotic urban environments on the planet. And when they're not working, roughly 200 of them live in stables on the west side of Manhattan. Their daily commute is a walk to work that requires a mile-long walk through Midtown traffic. The Central Park Conservancy has now documented 7 separate horse-related incidents in the park in just 13 months. Horses bolting, crashing, collapsing. At least 4 carriage horses have died since 2020. The good news is there is legislation with momentum that could soon address this. Rider's Law is named after a horse who collapsed in Hell's Kitchen in 2022. But listen to this. Official paperwork listed him as 13 years old. Veterinarians later determined he was 26, well beyond the working age. That bill failed to pass a city council committee vote last November, but it's now back before the full council. And this week, city council members and the Central Park Conservancy are calling for an immediate vote. One council member said it directly. Delay is no longer defensible. Rider's Law would end this industry, relocate these horses to sanctuaries, and provide retraining and job assistance for those drivers. And let's be clear here, the drivers in this industry are not the villains here. Many of them come from multi-generational carriage families. This is their livelihood. This is their money. That matters. But the animals are not here for our entertainment. They don't get a say in any of this, and that's exactly why we have to be their voice. Pass the law, find the drivers something better, and let these animals go.
You know, last time I was in New York City, I did not see many of them.
No?
But, you know, it is still a very bustling industry. I think some of the arguments, right, and I'm with you here, so let me just start with that. Some of the arguments might be like, oh, it's tradition. But I think, in my mind, there is another way that we could honor that tradition, you know, maybe with like this is going to sound lame, but like a carousel in Central Park with some of the famous horses. These were the well-known ones. These are the ones that, meant a lot to the community.
Yep.
Like something like that. I don't know, but maybe like a walk dedicated to them or, something. I just don't think, you don't know if they even want to be doing this. They probably don't. They probably just want to be living their lives.
Yeah. They
What do
they want to
horses
run.
do? Yeah, they want to run. They want to eat their grass.
Yeah. Well,
Hang out
you know
with their
what?
friends.
Why? Let's take the carriages and make them e-carriages.
Oh.
Take an e-ride through the park. You don't need the horse. The horse does not need to be involved anymore. I used to work, I worked at the Apple store on, 5th and 59th, the glass cube there. And that's where they would all line up. And it was awful having to see those horses every day sitting out there. It's 90 degrees and they're baking in the sun. And the carriage operators are, in the shade because it's so hot. But where else can these horses go?
Right. Yeah.
It's not right. It's not right. And then you see what plays out yesterday. He was 18 years old. He was in the city to celebrate his high school graduation with his family.
Yeah.
And he lost his life.
It's very sad. It's horrible.
Not good.
It really
Not
is.
good.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with that piece of legislation.
My fingers are crossed that it does pass.
Yeah.
Really and truly. They're gorgeous, gorgeous animals, and I understand our want and our need to appreciate them, to ride them, I get that, but it's not. They're not entertainment. They're living, breathing things.
Yeah. Well said.
I'll leave it there. Sorry.
No.
Mine was a little bit of a downer story.
Well,
Yours, listen, yours is uplifting, and I really think it's kind of comical.
okay. All right.
So I'm ready to laugh.
Well, we're going to move on. Have you ever seen a video that just makes you stop in your tracks and leaves you genuinely confused for like a couple seconds? That's exactly what happened to me this morning when this popped up on my screen. I want you to take a look here. If we have the video, can we take a look? There we go. Okay, it's not weird, I promise. It's not super weird. All right. I'm hoping you'll get to see a little bit more of it here. There
we
is.
go.
That's what caught my attention. This guy, I know what it looks like. The guy dressed as a bear being shot by hunters. And that's exactly what's happening. We're heading to Japan. These drills have become more common as bear attacks continue to rise. The person you're seeing is wearing a bear suit, pretending to attack a school. Elderly hunters and members of law enforcement have to respond either by shooting or otherwise subduing the bear to protect the children. You're seeing all of that play out right there. Other methods that they've been practicing include smoke bombs or firecrackers, hoping to scare the animal back into the forest instead of having to kill it. Residents have also been given pepper spray as these encounters have become more and more frequent with real bears, not this man. Just to say. We have to give credit to the guy inside the bear mask. He was fully committed to the role. You can see him right there crawling around on all fours, growling, creeping toward the school as he tried to get as close as possible. The only problem, he said he couldn't actually see out of the mask. He had no idea what was going on. The bear mask isn't necessarily designed with great visibility in mind. He also said it got really hot inside the suit. So was it a great day at work? Maybe not. But he said he's happy to help out, calling these government-mandated drills important as the bear sightings continue to increase throughout Japan.
I think this is great. It's educational, especially for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids.
To see this, to understand that this is a no-go zone. You
Yeah.
see this is what you do to respond.
Right, yeah. Props to that guy, though.
Absolutely. Can you imagine?
Where did they get the bear mask? That's what I want to know.
I do too, because I feel like they could have done a little better with the bear mask. It's not the best looking one.
Times are tough. Maybe they were like,
all right.
in
this economy?
In this economy, maybe it was like a DIY project.
Have you ever seen something similar? And I forget where it was, but they go out into the wild and they're trying to teach monkeys what snakes are poisonous.
Okay.
Anybody? No? Nobody? Okay. So they'll have a human being out there who's these monkeys are kind of acclimated to and are okay with being around. And the human being will introduce they're fake snakes. They use rubber snakes that look like this. This one's poisonous. This one's okay. And they teach these monkeys what to do when they see them, to pick up sticks and rocks and to kill the snakes so the snakes don't attack them.
Wow.
Really fascinating. And these, monkeys, we all know they're intelligent.
Yeah.
Wild that they pick this up and they understand. Yeah. And they do it with the little baby monkeys.
Yeah.
And they just get scared at the sight of them and they all I'll show you a video. It's great.
Well, now I can't wait.
It's cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cute, but educational.
Very true.
And we need that.
Yes.
We need that.
You know, some people are visual learners. Some people are hands-on learners. Some are experiential learners.
Well, and this is something you can't learn in a book.
No, well, I mean, hey, they could give you instructions.
Doesn't mean you're going to be able to follow them.
Exactly.
They gave us instructions for this show.
Did they?
Yeah.
They said this show is whatever you want it to be.
Spaghetti at the wall, my friends. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're checking in with Chris Lopez, who is live this morning, getting a preview of this year's 40th annual Harborfest.
And don't forget, we are streaming. You can join us on the go on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
.19 today, Ontario Beach Park is officially kicking off its summer season in style with the return of Harborfest.
Celebrating 40 years of summer fun right on the lake. The weekend-long event is packed with free family activities, live entertainment, and plenty of reasons to head out to the water. Chris Lopez is live at Ontario Beach Park this morning with all the festive details. Chris, did you get over your incident that happened last time I checked in with you?
I'm good to go. No Dramamine for me today because we will not be hopping on the ship, not going on another ride again. But guess what? Joined by Faye Towner this morning. Good morning.
Hi,
good morning. This is a beautiful ship.
Yes, it is. Lee G. Howard, and it is coming from Erie, Pennsylvania, is where it mostly stays during the winter months. But it's all over the entire Lake Ontario and into the St. Lawrence. It's actually a training ship, and I'm sure the captain can tell us a little more about that.
You said you told me that this will go to someone, pick them up to go train them.
Right. It will go. That's how we met them. Is last year when we had the other tall ships in. Letty G showed up, and we were like, "Well, who invited that ship?" And that's when they indicated they were there to pick up a trainee. And she actually came over, talked with us, and told us how she'd gotten into doing this. And so they do this on an ongoing basis. And what we enjoyed about the ship is that the captain is just absolutely over the top about being in Rochester and coming to Rochester and how welcoming everybody was. So what I want to do is let you know that you can actually go out on this ship on a sail out on Lake Ontario, and they're doing 3 sails a day, 2 in the daytime and 1 in the evening. And it's $35 for children and $45 for adults.
Okay.
That is worth an hour and a half sail. And I
Bring your Dramamine.
Bring your Dramamine if you want to, but mostly eat before you get here, and then you'll be fine. Don't go out on an empty stomach.
I was going to ask you, you want more ships to come to this port. It's a beautiful port, not enough ships here.
It's a beautiful port, and we are very inviting to everybody that comes. So we want more ships. This year, what started coming was actually the American Patriot, which is the cruise ship that's cruising all the Great Lakes. They've come twice. They came May, and they just left on June the 10th. Okay. And so you just missed them. But we're talking about this one now. This is the ship that's here. And we want the mayor to buy in on this being one of the festive things that we do, is that the ships come and service our community. They are always in Erie, Pennsylvania. They're always in Cleveland, Ohio. They're in Buffalo, but we need them to come to Rochester.
I bet they will.
Yeah.
The sun's coming out a little bit. Got some rain sprinkling out on us right now. I want to talk to the captain, though.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Beautiful ship.
Thank you.
Can you tell me the dimensions of this?
Yeah, so Letty G. Howard is 125 feet from tip to tip. We're about 82 on deck, so that's just the walkable area right here. And then we're about 22 feet wide.
How long have you been captain of this?
This is my second year as captain.
Okay.
But I've been with the ship since 2018 when she came up here to the Great Lakes.
You excited to take people out on a ride? Was it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think? 3 rides per day?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 per day.
4 rides per day.
4 rides per day, yeah. We got 12:30, 2:30, 4:30, and 7 o'clock.
Okay, there we go. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. It's raining. And if it ain't raining, we ain't training. I got to get out of this live shot. It's raining on my head right now. See you later.
What does that even mean?
Doesn't matter. Go
it
get
doesn't
inside,
matter,
Chris.
Lopez. Get out of there.
When Arc Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's weather trivia.
Meteorologist Mark McLean will be with us on the other side of the break.
6:25 on this Friday Eve. Welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean joining us now. We have rain out there today, my friend.
Ill-timed rain.
Yes, ill-timed rain pouring when I came in this morning. Producer Jonathan was nice enough to be waiting at the door with an umbrella for me.
Wow.
Which was very kind.
He was?
He was.
Did you get that kind of treatment, Dan?
No, but I'll tell you what. There was no rain when I came in.
Oh, well, see?
Yeah, just bad timing. Bad timing all around, I guess.
Yeah, we're trying to squeeze in the From the Ground Up segment at 9:30. Fingers crossed for that, but, this line of thunderstorms may have other ideas, so we may have to shoot something afterward, maybe present it tomorrow. We'll see. One way or another, we'll get the update in and talk about it. And it's funny because on this day last year, we had something that was absolutely mirroring to what we have outside for this morning.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for the trivia.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for the trivia. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
And we're searching right now. We may find a little video. If we don't get it now, we'll have it at 9 o'clock for you of what it looked like on this date just last year. We set the all-time June record for rainfall for a single day on this date last year. Calkins Road was closed for 6 to 8 hours, flooded out. Our garden here at 13 Wham turned into I don't know what it was. It was 3 feet deep with water out there. But how much rain fell? Was it 1.87 inches? Was it 2.76 inches? 3.15 inches or 4.1 inches of rain on this date last year?
Ooh.
Oh, she got the video. Look at
this.
I mean, you know the saying, turn around, don't drown.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you just can't take a chance unless your vehicle is well equipped. I mean, I'm talking like Humvees, that have snorkels that bring in air from the roof. You really shouldn't attempt this. And, well, maybe we'll talk about this at 9 o'clock. That's a throughway right there.
That's wild.
It's so bad. But, you get in that situation on the throughway or something like that, and what do you even do?
Yeah, you just wait until it drains off, or maybe the authorities close the road. Obviously, they didn't in this instance right here, but this can happen. You get tropical remnants, or you get slow training thunderstorms over the area, and that's a place we can end up. Plus, we've already had a wet spring, so it really doesn't take much rain. We had 2/3 of an inch out in Spencerport, but I mean, think about that for 9 o'clock, and also a little backstory in the weather at 9 o'clock on one of the workers that was out operating.
Yeah, that you, we know he at least got written up.
Yeah.
You got him written up.
I'm sorry. I was just doing my job. 0.7 inches, that's the total since midnight today. But look at the rain over the last week. We've had, 2¼ inches of rain. And this is what we're watching right now. We're centering up with this view in western New York. The live scan is showing a line of thunderstorms moving through Monroe County, parts of Genesee County, parts of Wyoming County, with cloud-to-ground lightning strikes. We've had about 6 of those in the last 15 minutes, so nothing severe. These are not prolific storms, but these are, quote, gully washers. They're going to drop, a quick ½ inch of rain as they move on through, and you'll have to watch for some ponding on roadways. Now, the hope is that the back edge of that line will be through in about an hour and 15 minutes, and we'll get outside. But we'll keep you posted on that. You want to stay indoors for this. And, just be aware that this is something that may slow you down a few minutes, especially if you're traveling on the highways. They're going to be a little slower than normal with that kind of rain intensity. Now, the Futurecast pushes this line off to the east, and one thing that line's going to do is it's going to mix some wind down from the upper atmosphere. So it's going to be a windy afternoon. The Futurecast also showing a small chance this afternoon of a pop-up shower, rumble of thunder, and another small chance by Friday afternoon. So much of the time is going to be rain-free, but we just can't rule it out at any point, really, through about late Friday afternoon, early Friday evening, which is good news for the Jazz Fest. They're going to get that in without a problem. But again, as mentioned, that line is going to mix some gusty wind down to the surface. Through about 8 o'clock this evening, we're going to get wind gusts between 40 and 50 miles per hour. We've already had some gusts off to the west of Rochester, close to 70 miles per hour in Dunkirk. Yeah.
Do you anticipate these winds are strong enough to cause some outages, right?
They are, and the other part of this is the rain on the trees. You get extra weight with that water on the tree surface, so that does add to it. And it's a quick punch too. This is not like This is not like a steady wind. This is like a pulsing wind that comes in with these lines. So we'll watch. I don't want to over-advertise that chance, but certainly with wind gusts near 50 miles per hour, we're going to have some isolated incidents of tree damage and power outages, and we'll keep you posted on that as that happens. A gust of 68, or look at Buffalo, a gust of 53. Batavia with this line just had a gust of 50. So that's why that wind warning is up, and that's why, we're going to keep the wind in the forecast through this afternoon. Some gusts in that 50, possibly higher range through the mid and late afternoon. But right now you're seeing that line come in. We're gusting to 30. We have 72, and it's a tropical feeling air mass out there. Very humid when I was walking in. 63 dew point. There's the forecast for today. Low to mid 70s. Isolated showers still possible through late afternoon. Tonight we drop back to the upper 50s as that gusty wind starts to fade. And the 7-day forecast, I'm happy to say, for the weekend looks stellar. 72 Saturday, 76 for Dad on Sunday. Also the start of summer. We're looking forward to that. 73 with the showers on Monday. Back to near 80 by the middle of next week.
Start of summer.
Yeah,
Start of Sunday.
Summertime.
Going to be nice weather for Dad for
It is.
Father's Day.
Yup.
It is.
Grilling weather, golf weather.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
2 days, and then we get our longest day quote of the year.
Yes. How many hours?
I can't tell you because I was thinking about for a weather trivia question. I'll give you the answer. 15 hours and 23 minutes.
Got to make the most of it.
15 hours and 23 minutes.
Enjoy every second of it.
I will be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you do to fill all that daylight?
I'll be outside.
Yeah.
For all of it?
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
No sleeping in?
Sunday morning, well, sleeping in, the alarm clock usually for me goes off at 6. I'll probably be up by 8, Depends who gets up with the dog. The dog gets up at 6 regardless. So her schedule doesn't change. So we'll rotate.
Very true.
Sure. I've heard
Get
the
up with the pup.
conversations between Mr. and Mrs. happen. Are you
Yeah.
getting up with the dog tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, it's your turn.
Yeah.
And there's usually
Well, it can
some
vary.
back
It
and
can be as
forth.
early as 5:30 or as late as 6:30.
the Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't understand what
Sorry,
you said.
I probably don't
No,
know
no,
the
no,
words.
no. I thought you were talking about different people for a second.
No. No.
All right. That's what the kids are for.
Let's cross our fingers that this rain gets out of here.
Yes, it's 9:30 is going to be
Get out.
fine.
Get out.
It's going to be fine.
Get out of here.
Don't go anywhere. Well, yeah, get out of here, but don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We've got a lot more to come here on ARC Rochester this morning.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
When was the last time we saw you?
you.
I know. I didn't. They didn't
feel like
the handsome boys yesterday.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't seen you in a while.
Oh my God! Hi.
I'm gonna be looking at you guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, they're just grabbing a quick mic check from you. Could you just say your first and last name for the folks in the back?
Sure, Michael King.
Perfect. Nice and simple. All right, Michael. So when we
.835 this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. So all baby boomers are now over the age of 60, and experts say that's creating a major shift in healthcare, housing, and support services across the U.S.
Some are calling it the silver tsunami, a rapidly growing population of older adults with evolving needs. Joining us this morning is Mike Smith, the CEO of the Jewish Home, to talk about how our community is preparing and what resources are available. Good morning. Thanks so much for coming in.
Good morning, and thanks for having me. And it's Mike King.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. What did I say?
Apologies.
No problem.
Very sorry about that, Mike. I want to talk about this. First of all, give us an overview of the trends that we're seeing here.
Yeah, it's real. The silver tsunami is a good way to describe it. Here in Monroe County, you've probably heard the over 65 population is growing very rapidly. And also what we're seeing here in Monroe County is the overall population is going to remain flat over the next 10, 20 years, but the over 65, over 70 is rapidly growing. So it's a big need. We've got to find services for older adults.
Well, yeah, talk to us about that. What does that mean needs to happen?
Well, there's a lot of things going on, Dan. We've got issues around housing. There's just not enough housing stock in Rochester for not only older adults, but for everybody. Fortunately, at the Jewish Home, we just built a beautiful new building, Lilac Grove, where we have it for those over 62 that can come and live on our campus. So we've got to figure out the housing issue. Things like the healthcare workforce shortage and the lack of healthcare access here in Rochester. I'm sure you're aware, there's struggles with our hospitals, with emergency rooms filling up, people coming to the hospitals and then they can't move them out. And I mean, there's been over 5,000 beds, upstate nursing home beds closed in the last 10 years. Over 40 nursing homes have closed. So it's a real problem. On the workforce side, people, we don't have enough employees that want to work in healthcare, whether it's in the hospital environment, senior living. We're trying to do things on our campus to attract people. We have relationships now with East High School. We're doing tuition reimbursements, a whole number of things to try to bring people into our campus. But it's a real issue that we have to work together to figure out. And then issues around transportation. Transportation is a problem for if you're an older adult and you're living at home alone. How do you get to go where you want to go? I mean, we have, the RTS Access, which is helpful. Lifespan provides volunteers, but there's much more that can be done around transportation.
What are you hearing from family members of those who are, children of those in the silver tsunami? Yeah,
that's a great question. What I hear is my mom is now 80 years old. She needs to either come into assisted living, maybe a nursing home. How do I do that? And what I tell them, and what I would tell all your listeners is, get a relationship with an organization like the Jewish Home or Friendly Home St. Anne's, Episcopal, all these wonderful organizations early on. Build a relationship so that when there comes a time of need, you already have that relationship with them. It could be as simple as, volunteer. We need volunteers. You guys are more than welcome. Both you youngsters should be thinking about what's going to happen to yourselves as you start to age, and your parents, and what are you going to do for them? Build a relationship with the organization.
That's really interesting advice, and I'm going to ask kind of a personal question here. Both of my parents are of the boomer generation. They're both 65, and
just like me.
There you go.
Yeah.
What questions should I be asking them right now?
Yeah, another really good question. First of all, you should make sure that you understand all their advanced directives. Do they have a healthcare proxy? Do they have a POA? What are they going to do with their home? Who's going to manage their finances? These are all very important conversations you have with your parents. I had to have it with my mother, as she aged down in Corning, New York. Some families struggle with these conversations, but I would encourage you to do them early on while people still can have the faculties to, respond to those questions.
We really appreciate the insight.
Good information.
For somebody who's sitting at home thinking, I know that it's going to be quite a chunk of change, what would you say to those folks to kind of ease some of their concerns?
Well, it depends on where you need to go in the system. right? If you're just talking about moving into like Lilac Grove, that's not a significant outlay of cash, depending on, your income levels, because what happens is you're already going to get now you're going to be on our campus, you're going to have access to all our services you might need, and we'll have them right there. As you age and might need more services, yes, the cost goes up. Whether you move into assisted living, whether you move into a nursing home, yes, it does go up. I would encourage you to manage your finances. Talk to a financial planner, start planning now for what you might need in the future.
But that's why these conversations are so important to be having. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Really, really good stuff.
Yeah.
Important stuff.
Yeah.
We thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome.
Time right now, 8:41. We still have much more to get to this morning. When we come back, we're going to check in again with Chris Lopez. He's getting ready for this year's Harborfest at Outer Harbor Beach Park.
He is, and don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WHAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break.
Starting today, one of Rochester's favorite summer traditions is back, and it's making a big milestone along with it.
Yeah, it's the 40th annual Harborfest at Ontario Beach Park, a full weekend of free, family-friendly fun right along the lake. Chris Lopez is live at Ontario Beach Park this morning with everything you need to know if you want to go. Hey there, Lopez.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. If it ain't raining, we ain't training. If it ain't snowing, we ain't going. That's the model here in Rochester. Started to pour down on us a little bit. You think our fortune is going to change? I know you two are meteorologists, but what are you guys thinking?
Absolutely going to change. By tonight, when the county opens, we're going to be ready to go and dry and calm.
5 o'clock, right? 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock tonight. Goes till 10 o'clock.
And if you don't want to go today, you can come tomorrow. Saturday,
absolutely.
Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday, till 5 o'clock on 6 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah. And
10 to 10
Saturday. Okay. And then what's going to be happening here? We went over this in the first hit at 6:40, But for those tuning in, I mean, it's 2 hours later. What's going to happen, Jim?
Well, tonight it's mostly just going to be the food vendors and the carnival rides, but starting tomorrow we'll have about 80 craft vendors here, all kinds of activities during the day. Sand sculpture guy will be doing a sand sculpture. Saturday's a big day. We got a car show, we got a water ski show, we got the boat parade of lights in the evening.
Okay.
So it's going to be full of stuff all day, and crafters, music in this tent all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Sunday we have antique fire equipment here. We have there's a race Saturday morning, a 5K and a 10K.
5K and a 10K.
We have a huge volleyball tournament actually tomorrow on the beach. It's an interscholastic tournament with over 1,000 young people involved in that. So it's just going to be a great, and the tall ship.
What's the biggest draw here? Is it those the boat ship lights? That parade? Is that one of the bigger draws
That's
here?
one of the bigger draws.
Okay.
And this year the Letty G is going to lead it.
Yeah.
Along with the fire tug from the Rochester Fire Department will be spraying water, so it'll be great.
I think the water ski show, this is so unique. We've never done it before. Well, we did it one time 20 years ago.
Okay, I was going to ask you, what's new this year? I mean, 40 years you guys have been doing
show in the river at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, 2 shows.
On Saturday.
On Saturday, free. Come down, sit on the dock on the river. We have bleachers there for people. Bring a chair. It's an hour show. Brand new. Nothing is like that has ever happened here, so that's kind of unique.
My last question to you guys, 40th year, how long have you guys been on the board to do this?
I've been here 40 years. I started.
Oh, God. Okay, all right.
First year we started it after the tall ships were here in 1984. And we said, let's continue this kind of activity down here to promote the area, offer free entertainment for families, and it's been going well since.
What kind of hard work goes into this? You know, you guys, there's a lot of stuff you guys got to keep
all
track
volunteers. We do volunteer work. We all year long we're planning, trying to do all the details on getting the carnival in here, the ships, attracting the ships, looking for new and exciting entertainment.
Are you guys looking for boats? That's going to be my final question for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got a beautiful port here. We want boats in here.
Okay.
So
All right.
We've got a cruise ship coming in this year. I think they come in 5 or 6 times.
Okay.
So that's new. Not as part of this festival, but during the entire year. And that was our entire intent of this committee. You know, create something that would attract people down here as a destination.
I know the weather may not, but the fried Oreos will.
Absolutely.
The fried Oreos will. And we'll have information on our website on 13 Wham, as well as Fox Rochester. We have more ARC Rochester coming up after this.
Landscaping guys probably are very interested in that information.
8:49 this morning. During the school year, millions of children across the country count on school breakfasts and lunches for a significant portion of their daily nutrition.
But when summer arrives and school is out, many families are left wondering how they will fill that gap. Dr. Elizabeth Murray from Golisano Children's Hospital joins us now to talk about the impact of food insecurity and resources available here in our area. And we're so fortunate that we have many of them.
We really are. We really are, because I think during the pandemic, we certainly learned how important it was to have access to the meals. New York State has really embraced this for a long time, where we now have free meals for all students in any district, regardless of need, and because we know a couple of things. One, having it for everybody is actually cost saving. When you take away all those bureaucratic layers of paperwork and multiple meals, depending on how you pay, it streamlines costs and it improves efficiency. So that is great. But we know that this is yet another example of making strong, healthy children leads to strong, healthy, productive adults, right? Preventative medicine, preventative care is always going to be the cost-effective choice. And it makes kids healthy, it makes kids learn better, it makes our community stronger.
So what options do we have come the end of June when the last bell rings at school and there is no access to breakfast, there is no access to lunch?
So we have lots of options in our community, and I will say I think it's really important to remember, because again, I think it's easy for people to say, this is a city problem, this is something. All of our communities, the suburbs, everyone has access to these meals. There might not be as many locations in some of our suburban communities, but they exist everywhere. There is a map that can be found at hungersolutionsny.org. That's an interactive map throughout the whole state where you can put in your location and find out where the resources are. These are free meals for anyone under 18. You do need to eat there. Parents, of course, can come, but meals are not provided for the parents, just for the children.
You know, and I'm sure many other parents are wondering what food goes into these school lunches. It's not like a bag of chips and a Hostess snack. I mean, it's well thought out, yes?
It is, and it's tough, and it's improved a lot over the years. I mean, I definitely just remember, myself as a kid, the meals were maybe a little questionable, and things have definitely improved. The American Academy of Pediatrics just put out a statement kind of bringing attention to this issue of we have made improvements, we need to continue to improve. But, when it comes to the importance of a meal, there's more to it than just the food, right? It's the environment, it's what's going on, making sure we have enough time for kids to eat. This grab something in between classes, that's not lunch. You need to have time where you can sit at a table with peers, have some time to talk, to do the other things. They're really that community building meal experience. We want families to have dinner together at home, but in the school setting, you can have that community experience too.
Yeah, there's a lot of education that takes place from that communal experience, from that table, not just the plate that's in front of them.
Right, and you can do things that don't cost anything. My kids' school, they have one of my favorite programs is they have a kindergartner, a first grader, a second grader, third grader, fourth grader, and a teacher at every table. And they're assigned there for a couple of weeks. So assigned seating, so kids aren't struggling to figure out where they fit in. And everybody gets to know everybody. So the first graders have friends who are fourth graders that they see in the hallway. And again, it builds that sense of community. The food is served family style. The different age children have different responsibilities. The older kids get to be mentors. They lean into that role. Again, that costs nothing. It's logistically, it takes a little bit of time.
Sure.
And bigger schools might not be able to have all the grades represented, but there's different things we can do to, again, build that sense of community, togetherness, to appreciate the importance of a meal.
Can you explain the significance and the importance of having your kids eat 3 meals a day? Because, they can skip breakfast or, something like that.
Right. I mean, the simple thing is kids who are hungry don't learn. Right? I mean, and I think you guys probably have lunch at 7 in the morning, right? So your schedule is a little off, and you appreciate that. That feels a little bit different. But if your basic needs are not met, if you are not well rested, if you don't have appropriate clothing for the environment you're in, if you're hungry, you can't focus on learning. And we need to be able to have our children focus on learning. We want to, again, take care of the whole child and meet all of their needs so that they can grow to be strong, healthy, self-sufficient adults.
Now, for the moms and dads out there that are fortunate enough to have full-time jobs, they can make sure that there is a meal on the table for the kids at home during these summer months, during winter break and those times of year. Are there certain things they should be looking for to make sure that the diet is fully balanced?
When it comes to kids' dietary intake, especially the younger children, it's really important to look at it over the course of a week or many, many days. We don't want to get into the habit of, micromanaging and saying, well, today you had this, this, and this, so now we have to make sure you don't have that. We never want to shame food. Any food is okay as long as it's part of a balance. And so over the course of the week, if, you're getting a balance of the fruits and vegetables in there, and it's summer, and so you're going to get some popsicles and some chipwiches in there too, and that's okay as long as it's part of a balance. So don't micromanage. You got to look over the course of many days with regards to what your child's intake is.
We should go get some chipwich.
I know, you just,
Yes.
my mind just immediately went to the freezer as soon as you said that.
Always time for a chipwich in the summer.
And I know this kind of goes hand in hand, but outdoor exercise during the summer months obviously super important, which is also why it's crucial to keep kids well fed.
Yeah, I mean, in activity and hydration and all of those things, it all goes together as far as healing and caring for our bodies. All of it: exercise, sleep, nutrition.
Absolutely. Dr. Murray, one more time, can you give us that website for that map?
It's hungersolutionsny.org, or you can call 866-3 and then hungry. That is a nationwide number.
Beautiful. And we're going to make sure that we post all of this information and the resources available on our website, both 13WHAM and foxrochester.com, after the show this morning, because it's something that we have to pay attention to. You can't forget about it.
Absolutely.
You just can't. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Time right now, 8:55. We still have much more to get to here on ARC Rochester.
Stick around. We're back after the break.
That's at the bar low, so hopefully we can make it past that. We can make it past the evening.
Right? Can you hear me? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me turn this up. Okay. Okay. In today's political pulse, 2 Democrats are facing off in a primary for New York's 24th congressional district. Now, Diana Kastenbaum joins me in studio to discuss how she's campaigning for votes as early voting continues across the state. That's all coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. ARC Rochester returns after this.
o'clock on this June 18th. It's a Friday Eve. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
I'm Dan Strack. That is meteorologist Mark McLean back with us once again. An active morning across the region, Mark.
Yeah, anytime we try to plan something outside, it seems like something like this always happens. But let's go first. We usually do weather trivia here. Let's go to where the action is at this point. Go to the weather graphics and check out the plethora of watches, warnings that we have in across the area. Now, it's a high wind warning for all of us. That red box right there in Cattaraugus County, that is a tornado warning, that area right there. And it's in effect until 9:15 this morning. Now, that's encompassed by a severe thunderstorm warning. That's in effect until 9:30. So I can give you a look at the radar. The reason that warning was posted is because of a little spin in the atmosphere. We use what's called radial velocity in weather. Anytime you see that green area, which is inbound towards the radar in Buffalo, and that red area, which is outbound movement from the radar in Buffalo, you could have a little spin. And there's a little couplet right there just to the north of Great Valley on 219 right there. And again, this is in Cattaraugus County approaching Franklinville. This thing is absolutely flying. It's going 70 miles an hour to the northeast right now, so it's gonna be out of Cattaraugus County shortly. Now, whether the tornado warning lives on, we will have coverage for you as it lifts on out to the northeast. Now, you're hearing it outside right now. This line of thunderstorms is crossing all of western New York from the northeast to the southwest. This stretches from Wyoming County right into Wayne County at this point. Now, I've heard some reports of some power outages in the Spencerport area with this line, some gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour. We also have some cloud-to-ground lightning strikes, so you really don't want to be outside for this. 8 of those in the last 15 minutes. Across Monroe County there into Livingston County, Avon, Geneseo. You folks are all going to see this here within the next half hour. This line is moving at highway speeds from the west to the east across western New York as it's drifting on out. Now, the good news is it's not going to last long. It's out of here. By lunchtime, it's already into central New York and eastern New York. Most of the rest of the afternoon at this point is rain-free, as is tonight. And Friday, we'll see a small chance for a shower during the afternoon. Right now, it doesn't look like a huge deal, and certainly no severe weather in the forecast like we're experiencing outside this morning. So we'll keep you posted. Back to the weather trivia, okay? And I'm not sure if we have the video for this or not for this time, but we had some flooding on Calkins Road. We had flooding on the thruway. There it is right there. Unfortunately, I caught a flatbed tow truck driver. He actually submerged himself to hook up the car. Got him in a little trouble, unfortunately, last year on this date for helping someone out. But I guess, you're not supposed to be in a water depth of a certain level. And it's not safe. If you don't know the water depth, don't do it. It's a turn around, don't drown kind of scenario when you're in this. That's the thruway, the New York State Thruway. I can't even imagine it, I mean, some of these cars, the water, if it gets into the air intake on the engine, that's game over for you.
Well, and it takes something like 2 inches of moving water to actually pick up the vehicle and start taking it.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot, and you can see the water just shooting out of the fenders off of those tires there. But, as for the weather trivia, we have our question of the day, and that's we set the all-time rainfall record on this date last year. What was the amount of rain that fell? Was it 1.87 inches, 2.76 inches, 3.15 inches, or 4.1 inches of rainfall? And I bet we had a lot of responses on this one because it's fresh in the minds of a lot of folks. From Sarah all the way down to Rod, everybody says C on that list. Janet, Cheryl, Barbara, C, Debbie, Marcia, Ian, D this morning. Cassandra, Barbara, Ron, Tahuti, Paul, and Sandra C. After the video, I changed to D. Oh, okay. Well, there's that. Good morning, Jim B. Kyla C. Tim D. KC. Oh,
thanks, Kay.
She's got C. Michael's got B this morning. We've got our next page, Lima Pumpkin Fest C, a record we don't need to break again. I'm on board with that. David has B. Herb C.
Thanks.
You guys are looking good. Debbie A. Raining pretty hard. Yeah, it sure is. Marianne and Dakota have D this morning. We have another, we do. Cheryl C., Dave Cheryl's husband D. Happy Friday Eve,
Hey,
Eva.
to you too.
And Richard C., Mary Pat and Frank B. Yeah, lots of B's.
They're in agreement today. Love it.
He's just trying to stay out of trouble. Colleen and Kevin D., Katie and Robert D., Lisa and her dad C., Judy and David C. this morning. Listen to the rain on the roof right now.
I know.
I'm going C.
I'm going 3.15 because I really think that's what I remember it being.
Yeah, and it was. And that, again, is as far as I know, the only time we've ever had a single day in June with more than 3 inches of rain at the airport. So
That's wild.
The flash flooding, I mean, it just took hours and hours for that rain to get out of the picture. And, oh, this monkey, right?
Oh.
We always ask you every day for the pics of your pets, so we have the muddy paw outlook. Monkey, stay inside, buddy.
He's got his rain hat, though.
He does. It's towel time today, and still some wet paws Friday afternoon, but dries out for the weekend nicely. By Monday, we'll start out with a few wet paws out there. Now, the other story is the wind behind this line. Have to circle back to that. We just had a gust to 36 in Rochester, near 50 in Batavia, low 50s in Buffalo. By the way, there's a flash flood warning in effect for the Buffalo area as well. I don't know how far off to the west we go, but Dunkirk had a gust to near 70 off of Lake Erie. So obviously that's the kind of thing that's going to cause some damage.
Thousands of outages currently in Erie County. You got 3,700 people without power. We're actively watching this for you, so we'll keep you posted. If
and that's not a
it's
surprise.
Closer to home. No.
Yeah, when you get a gust of 68 miles per hour. And there's the map. The big map, it's a checkerboard. I mean, between the severe thunderstorm, this is all south for the tornado warning and the severe thunderstorm warning, but the high wind warning encompasses most of western New York. There's the flash flood warning in Erie County back to the west. That's in effect until 10:45 a.m. this morning, and we'll keep you posted on that. But this afternoon is going to be gusty. If you're at the supermarket, make sure that shopping cart gets back in the corral. It'll go flying 50 to 50. So basically highway speed gusts across western New York through at least late afternoon, and it'll settle down a little bit this evening and overnight tonight. We'll see those winds back off out of the west at 15 to 30 miles per hour. So that's the good news. That's what it looks like out there. Oof. 66. It was 72 last hour. That rain had other
Can't
ideas.
even see the city.
I know. It's that downpour that's moving on through. It's just knocking the visibility down, and obviously there's going to be ponding on roadways too. As you're driving out and about for the next hour or two. But hour by hour says mid-70s for the afternoon. The normal is actually up to 79 degrees. The sunset tonight at 8:53. You'll be able to see that. And on the extended forecast, it does clear out nicely for the weekend. Temps in the low 70s. Will be in the mid-70s on Sunday with sunshine and the start of summer at about 4:30 in the morning. By Monday, some showers, and by the middle of the week, near 80 degrees. So some change in plans coming up for From the Ground Up this morning. We were able to shoot video of what we want to do and want to accomplish, and the guys are still going to do that as soon as it is safe to do so. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that in here at 9:30. What the plans are, show you what we have to do out there with some of the boxwoods and some of the pathways. And
I want to know if they've ever faced a challenge like they have here at 13 Wham. I mean, putting in that garden.
Yeah.
Wet job.
We have Jonathan from JCREW. He's going to be on set with us, and we can definitely ask him that question. I would imagine that this would be probably on the top 5 list if you wanted to actually work outside and some of this stuff, but we can ask him that for sure.
Well, listen, we're going for number 1, though. We want to be the most difficult. If we've got to be on that list, let's shoot for the top spot.
We always push the pedal right to the floor, don't we?
We do. Turn it up to 11.
Yep.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're learning more about a local author's new book. It's perfect for the ongoing World Cup.
Yeah, and don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around, my friends. We're back on the other side of the break.
Appreciate you guys having me. This is from our little soccer shop down on the
Oh, geez, that's
we
so
got,
nice of you.
It's from Cuca Lake Coffee Roasters.
It smells very good. Thank you.
Who doesn't
9:13 this morning with the World Cup now in full swing. Soccer fever is really spreading across the country. And right here in Rochester, we've got deep roots in the sport's growth.
Our next guest has spent more than 30 years helping build professional soccer in America, working with Major League Soccer, Women's Pro Soccer, the Rochester Rhinos, and Flower City Union. Mark Washoe joins us now with more on his new book and the connections that soccer has to our community. Thanks for coming in.
Abby, Dan, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's an exciting time for soccer right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we have been talking about the World Cup and we've been talking about soccer for, a while now. And it really is growing so much here in the States.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to believe that it's been 32 years since the 1994 World Cup was here in America. Not to date myself too much, but I happen to be part of it way back then. And I've just seen the growth, since then. And really the younger generation, it's really appealing to. And more Americans are really getting into it as well, whereas it's definitely an international global game. But to see more Americans and young people getting excited about soccer has been pretty incredible to watch during that time.
Yeah, you've really had, and I don't want to say a front row seat because you're on the pitch, you're out there, you've seen it all happen. And I imagine that's kind of what this new book tells the story of.
Yeah, so actually, I appreciate the reference to the book. I'm like almost done with a book. I'm trying to get it out right in time for the final game, or somewhere just right after there. It's actually my second book. My first one's all about like ticket sales and getting into the industry through the sales and revenue generation side. But as I was reflecting back, it's been 8 World Cup cycles since that 1994 World Cup. And to your point, I've been in the front office every cycle since then, different teams, different cities, different experiences, men's and women's, as you mentioned. And I was like, this is a lot of content here. There's a lot of stories, from the front office and players that I've been around, coaches I've been around, fans. So, and a lot of times it's the coaches, players, and owners that get all the publicity. I'm like, you know what? How about the little people behind the front office? We're the ones working the nights and the weekends and the long hours, and sometimes, nobody's really interviewing us like this. Really, it's always the players and things, which is rightfully so. But I was like, hey, just put a little story out there, my little piece of what we contributed to it. But so I'm pretty excited when it actually comes out.
Well, people love to see that behind the scenes type thing. I think it's really going to interest a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sport management, another little fun fact, I suppose, in the industry is that back when I wrote my first book, Breaking into Sports Through Ticket Sales, there were 18 sport management programs in the country. Now there's over 355, something like 144,000 sport management students graduating every May coming into the industry. The whole industry has exploded, including, of course, soccer at all levels. So, just to see that the growth and the interest in the business side, right? A lot of times, again, it's about what's going on in the field and the pitch, and that's exciting. But there's a whole thing, I'm sure, like a production here, right? There's so many things behind the scenes that go on that sometimes those stories don't get told.
Absolutely. And I want to dive into what you have going on at Flower City Union and the pop-up shop and all of that good stuff and what you've got in store for the World Cup in just a second. But I'm wondering, because in sports we know there's a lot of growth that takes place, especially for younger athletes who are starting out. And there's a lot of life advice that comes along with that. And I'm wondering, having worked with so many players, so many coaches, so many different management teams, is there a piece of advice that you received over your career in this sport that stands out among the rest?
That's a great question. And I think what sports can do, unlike any other business really, is really, unite people, right? Unite people, into a community, unite people for excitement for a team. Like, look what happened with the New York Knicks, right? Winning NBA Finals. But I think for players, one of our owners for Washington Freedom, her name's Maureen Hendricks. They founded Discovery Communications, had a daughter. She said she had no self-esteem. She was very shy. She was quiet, no confidence, and then she played soccer. And the teammates, the camaraderie, she saw her confidence go up. Everything just kind of blossomed from there. And because of that, that's something that really I think sports can really do that a lot of things just can't. So. I think that's really, get involved really is what it is. Just go out somebody said, you throw a ball on a field anywhere in the world and a soccer game's going to break out. So
that's true.
Just give it a go, right?
That's true.
So
We are running low on time here, but we got to talk about Flower City Union and the great things going on over there.
Absolutely appreciate that. Yeah, so we had a game last night. We're kind of in the heart of our season right now. We're down at the downtown soccer stadium, 14,000 seats, beautiful stadium that was built just for soccer in our city. A lot of cities are envious. And during the World Cup, we have a pop-up store on East and Alexander. Last Friday, there was a huge viewing party. The event organizer said 3,000 people came. During the duration, it was incredible. For the first round game, too, U.S. versus Paraguay. So come to the pop-up shop. Come down to the game. We have $5 tickets through the whole World Cup, thanks to a promotion we have with the city and the mayor. So yeah, we're accessible, affordable, and a lot of options. But yeah, if you want to experience soccer, we're right here in Rochester.
Absolutely, and you've got swag down at the shop, and you've got something that we absolutely love here. Coffee. You've got Flower City Union branded coffee.
We do. Our friends at Cuca Coffee Roasters, big soccer people, they said, hey, the World Cup's coming. You have a pop-up shop. We want to do a special summer brew. And then the other one's called Perilous Fight for the, in the national anthem. So we said, hey, let's do it. Yeah, so we have coffee at the shop, too. And there's one more little snack in there. Who doesn't need a World Cup Pringles?
World Cup Pringles.
That late afternoon snack, USA.
Late afternoon or early morning breakfast at the desk kind of snack.
Free promo for the Pringle people.
By all means. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it. And best of luck on the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If somebody wants to get the book, how can they do so?
It's going to be at freedomsportsandentertainment.com, and then flowercityunion.com is where you can find all information on Flower City, our season, how to come to games.
Awesome. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Time right now, 9:20. When we come back, Steph will be here. She's breaking down some of our top political stories.
Political Pulse coming your way next.
It helps not to look at any of them. Just look at me the whole time. And just to make sure we've got you good for a mic check, can I have you say your first and last name?
Now?
Yes.
Diana Kastenbaum.
Okay. It sounds like we have you, so that is great. All right.
Let's see if I can.
Early voting is underway in multiple primary races across New York State. In our region, 2 Democrats are hoping to represent their party in New York's 24th congressional district. The area, which includes Wayne, Livingston, and Genesee counties, is currently represented by incumbent Republican Congresswoman Claudia Tenney. This morning, I'm joined by Diana Kastenbaum, who is hoping for a chance to unseat her in November. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning.
So the first thing I want to start off with is you're from Batavia.
Yes, I am.
And you have a background in small business. Why the choice to run for public office?
I ran a small business, which was a family-run business in tool and die casting in manufacturing. I also had my own tech company for 25 years out in Los Angeles. And I've always been very active in politics. And I did run 10 years ago in New York 27 against Chris Collins. And I felt this time there was a window. And I believe Claudia Tenney is vulnerable, and I'm the best candidate to run against her.
And what are some of the priorities that you have for this role?
You know, it's all about affordability in New York 24, and that includes healthcare and housing and our energy costs and education and food. So all of that is all under that one banner of affordability. Also, I care very much about the farmers. The farmers are the economic driver in New York 24. We're talking about vintners and crop farmers and dairy farmers and orchards. So they drive this economy, and they are suffering right now. So the farming community is very, very important.
And this is a wide area covering several counties. I only got into a few of them. Yes,
14 counties.
Several counties. So there are a lot of unique values, unique issues to this area.
Yes.
And you brought up a few of them, one of them being the focus on rural communities, for example. Farmers, when you talk about them, we've talked about tariffs, for example, and also the war in Iran having an impact on fuel and fertilizer. So what would you do in office to support them?
Well, the farming community is really suffering. You're right, by the tariffs, by the Trump administration tariffs, and by the closing of the Strait of Hormuz. They've not been able to get their fertilizer in. Also, fuel costs. You know, we're talking about off-road diesel costs. This has all been extremely expensive for them. So I think that we need to get I want to sit on the agricultural committee. And I would also like to have a group of farmers be in as an advisory committee for me, so I can discuss the issues as they come up with them. So those are two things that I'd like to be able to do, and be on the appropriations committee, see where that money's going.
I want to talk about healthcare in a second, but being that it's Congress, you're going to also make decisions about policies that are of national interest. The Iran war, of course, being one of those things. We saw that House lawmakers were able to get a few Republicans to side with Democrats to be able to pass a war powers resolution. Would you support a matter in that way? What is your stance?
Yes,
on the war
I mean, we need to have that particular declaring war, and needs to go back to Congress. We should have that, and I do support a war powers resolution that, Congress should be deciding all of these things. It shouldn't be up to the whim of the executive branch.
And this was a multi-vote effort, so it wasn't just a one-time thing where they were able to get support. Senators actually rejected this same resolution. So how would you plan on reaching across the aisle when it comes to not only matters like this, but others where you will need GOP support?
So I've sat in boardrooms and business meetings, and compromise is part of what you have to do. You can't be so strident in your ideals and the way you plan to do things. You have to compromise. And that's going to mean reaching across the aisle to Republicans. Hopefully, the Democrats will be in the majority in the House. I hope they will be in the majority in the Senate. But we have to start talking to one another. It just can't be in this vacuum or this echo chamber of each political party. So, like I said, I've learned to talk with people and board members who disagree with me sometimes, and in business, and I don't always get my way, but we have to be able to have a compromise solution.
And we've seen gridlock oftentimes in Congress between members. It doesn't matter which party. Recently, the Department of Homeland Security, the lack of funding there, and seeing the impact when it came to TSA workers as Democrats were trying to rein in some ICE tactics. Did you support that effort with them kind of holding up funding in a sense in order to send that message?
Yes, I did. And, Homeland Security is going a bit rogue, particularly with ICE, and they want enormous amounts of funding. And yet, ICE is doing terrible things to people in our own communities. I mean, they're going after black and brown people, migrants. Who's to say that they can't come after naturalized citizens and you and I? So I want to rein ICE in. Yes, absolutely.
I want to get to healthcare, talking about some of the things going on specifically in your district. We know that Newark Wayne Community Hospital had talked about those inpatient labor and delivery services. They're starting that process of it coming to a close if it's approved by the state. What did you make of that? And also their response saying that part of that has to do with staffing.
I'm not sure part of it has to do with staffing, but I will say it's one step towards probably closing some of these rural hospitals. So they're starting there. I find it interesting that they start with women and children in a maternity department. Some of these women are going to have high-risk pregnancies, and they are going to have to travel a great distance to have their child, and they might not get there in time. So I'm very sad that this has happened, that they have done this in Wayne County, but I think it's only it's going to be more. That's what I'm afraid of, and I think this was a precursor.
How do you plan to address that if elected?
Well, I think that we have to be able to address healthcare in general, and I know that. From my own experience, I had to take care of my husband and my father as they were dying within 11 months of each other. And it was very, very difficult. And I don't know how people with Medicaid cuts happening and nursing homes will probably close. Those people are going to have to go to their children and rehab places will close. And the burden is going to be on working families. And they may have children and they may have 2 and 3 jobs. It was difficult for me to be a caregiver. It's extremely difficult emotionally, physically, and I think that's we're going to see some of that also. So I believe the whole healthcare structure needs to be redone. And my feeling is, when I get to Congress, I want to work. Not going to happen right away, but I want to work towards single payer. It is time in this country that we start moving towards a single payer system. How we get there from Medicare for all or whatever it may be, we need to start that because our costs are rising every year. Conditions are taken away so you don't qualify by insurance companies. And we need to start moving in that direction because it is a right and it's not a privilege. And everybody deserves health care.
And my last question for you is for any voters out there who are considering heading out to the polls today in the next couple of days, what is your final message to them?
When you go to the polls, I would like that you look at both candidates, and I would ask you for your vote. And on the basis of I have the knowledge, the expertise, and a lifetime of experience working in various different areas, particularly in business, and that I can bring a lot to the table on day one, roll up my sleeves, and get things done.
All right, Diana Kastenbaum, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.
And next week, we will sit down with the other candidate in this race, Alyssa Ellman. A reminder that early voting ends on June 21st. Primary day is on Tuesday, June 23rd.
We
You're
know
like
how to do it.
Cursed or something. To like sage that garden. All right. Did you already give the spiel?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can look right at us, pretend
Yeah.
like the cameras
Cameras
aren't
don't
there.
exist.
Yep. It'll be over before you know it. Quick and painless. Cool?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
$9:34 this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. It's Friday Eve, which means it's time to head to the garden this morning.
Yeah, it's time for From the Ground Up. We're getting a couple renovations and expansions to the ARC Garden with the help of JCREW Landscaping. Resident garden guy Mark McLean is with us right now, and you brought along a friend.
Yeah, Jonathan Sirico from JCREW Landscape, the owner. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I know we would need a rowboat to get to the garden this morning, much like last year on this date. But we have a lot of fun things planned out there. We had a row of boxwoods that we installed last year.
Yep.
That row of boxwoods, some of them were okay. Some of them kind of need a little touch up.
Yeah.
So I guess let's start there. You know, here's a little video from outside before the rain started. What are we looking at? What caused the damage on these boxwoods, and why do we have little green patches and some brown patches going on there?
So we think, the salt for sure. It looks salt burned because there's a sidewalk that runs in between those, and a lot of times people will cake salt on sidewalks, right? And they want to hold the snow for the event, but really you only need 1/4 cup per square meter. So that's 3 by 3 for a 1/4 cup. So you want to be diligent in how you spread that. Also, the westerly wind here is crazy. So what we'll do with these is we'll probably cut out the dead on the ones that can live again, and then we'll probably redig out the ones that are not looking so hot.
So because there's green on all of them, really, they're all technically still alive.
Yes, they are. They are. Yeah.
So if you had time on your side and you wanted to quote,
we can prune the dead out, probably hollytone them.
like the plant dad in me is coming out saying, where are these things going? Can they be rehabbed?
Yeah,
right?
yes.
So a little hollytone, and then as we get closer to winter, you put some new ones in. What's the best advice you'd give to the audience as to how to keep them alive?
So especially if it's by a sidewalk or even in a windy section, you want to burlap them.
Okay.
Burlap them in the fall. Really kind of safeguards you for any issues that may arise.
So why didn't we do that?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it, but it makes perfect sense because somebody's coming by with their boots on. They kick the salt goes, it hits the evergreen. It's technically an evergreen. Then you get the wind burn, and that makes a lot of sense.
Well, and you mentioned that wind out there. I'll tell you what, that entrance is one of the worst in the winter. The snow is piled high.
It drifts.
It does. It really does.
It really does. It is exposed. But okay, so that was the first half of what we were going to talk about, and then the second half of this is we added on, right?
Yeah.
We just didn't have enough out there.
Yeah.
So we're putting in some new garden beds and a little bit of a new walkway. What are we going to do on the sides here?
So we're going to where the garden boxes are. Oh, actually, is this? Yep. So we're going to knock out 2 feet from each side of that path.
Yep.
We're gonna. What were you gonna plant there? Some corn.
I think we're going to do some corn, some ornamental corn, not necessarily.
So we'll put some compost there, and so you can plant it, for healthy growth, and then the garden boxes up here, we're going to probably come 2 feet out around them.
Okay.
Remove the sod, lay some geofabric, help the weeds not come through, and put some stone down. And I think you're going to plant something on the back of the boxes too, right?
Yeah. The sod uninstall right behind there's about another foot gap, and maybe we'll do some sunflowers.
Yeah.
Marty's dad gave us some corn seed, for the ornamental corn that we can have this
And I'm
fall.
sure you're going to get a picture of it afterwards and all that stuff. So.
Yeah.
For somebody sitting at home and they're thinking to themselves, geez, I would like my yard to look like this. Is it too late in I know the season might have only just begun. Is it too late to really dive in and get yourself a garden going?
No, this is the perfect time to do it. You know, plantings, we try not to do when it's really hot, but there's practices we can do for that. But yeah, we can do anything that you want from, you know, landscaping, patios, plantings, new design, all that stuff. So
just not today.
Just,
in this,
yeah,
in
not,
this
yeah,
weather.
yeah.
Well, it's the anniversary of the deluge from last year. I don't know if we have a picture of what it looked like on this date last year. We were trying to actually install the garden itself, and it was.
We got a swimming pool. Yeah.
There
it is.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that.
2025
Nice.
before it all went in. We thank you. We thank you for your help and for coming
Thank
on.
you.
I know we're going to go out in the yard anyway.
Yeah.
We will have video of everything going together right after ARC Rochester this morning. But yeah, maybe we'll take it on Facebook Live too, or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
That'd be cool.
And show everyone what's going on out
By
there.
all means.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate all your hard work, and we're looking forward to reaping the benefits from this garden later this season.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Time right now, 9:39. Much more to get to on ARC Rochester. A lot to come, including a closer look at the importance of a Revolutionary War artifact stored in our state.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around, my friends. We're back on the other side of the break.
Amazing America 250 is sponsored by Balance of Nature.
We're continuing to celebrate America's 250th birthday by spotlighting the Empire State's powerful past.
Yeah, this morning, JT Fetch from our sister station in Albany introduces us to a rare artifact from the Revolutionary War whose message continues to resonate to this day.
Fort Ticonderoga looms large in American history, helping launch the Revolution, supplying cannons for Henry Knox, and yes, inspiring the pencils that probably got you through grade school. But deep in the collection storage, a remarkable artifact revealing how ordinary soldiers shaped the past and the present.
Now here's what we traveled to see. Absolutely.
This is Dr. Matthew Kegel, curator of the fort's extensive collection of 18th century military artifacts.
Now, it might not look like much on the surface. You might pass this by if you saw it in an antique store or something. And all it is a simple bag of linen. This flap covers it. You can see the spaces here where straps once were that helped close it together.
This is a soldier's knapsack from the Revolutionary War, one of just a handful left in the world.
It's been in our collection for almost a century now.
What do we know about the soldier and where he fought?
It was carried by a soldier named Benjamin Warner, who was from New Haven, Connecticut. He was 18 years old when he joined the Continental Army in 1775.
Warner serves on and off for nearly 6 years, seeing action in some of the war's most crucial campaigns. At his side through most of it, his trusty knapsack.
A knapsack like this is a vital part of soldiers' equipment in the 18th century. You may have an extra shirt in there, an extra pair of shoes. You might even be carrying a loaf of bread, these small things to make life a little bit more bearable, because when you stop, that's all you have.
But it's after the war that the knapsack comes to carry what many consider its most precious cargo. In the 1830s, while living in Ticonderoga, New York, Warner places a note inside his worn bag, scrawled with a message that will echo through the ages.
He says right at the beginning here, "This knapsack I carried through the War of the Revolution to achieve the American independence. I transmit it to my eldest son, Benjamin Warner Jr., and to his eldest son, and so on to the latest posterity. And whilst one shred of it shall remain, never surrender your liberties to a foreign invader or an aspiring demagogue."
Wow.
So he clearly states that the duty of the citizen is not over with the end of his military service. It is up to every generation of citizens to uphold the ideals of the Republic from the threats that it faces. It's for subsequent generations to be on guard for our fragile Republican system of government that was created during the Revolution and in the wake of that conflict.
For Amazing America, I'm JT Fetch.
Amazing America 250 is sponsored by Balance of Nature, the phytonutrition company.
Hey, it's time to see what's trending. Starting with the World Cup, visitors going viral online for their reactions to everyday American things.
Hundreds of thousands of international visitors fly to the U.S. for the World Cup, and many are taking to social media to share some of their thoughts on, quote, typical American things.
Yeah, from extremely large supermarkets to self-service ice dispensers, I guess, are new to them, to oversized pickup trucks and fire engines. Foreigners are offering Americans a glimpse into everyday parts of life in the U.S. and how they appear through their eyes.
In a number of videos, tourists are seen exploring Bass Pro Shop, Walmart, and gas stations like Buc-ee's. If you've never been to a Buc-ee's, that place is crazy.
Always wanted to go, have not made it yet. I will at some point. Many visitors have expressed surprise at conveniences Americans often take for granted, including free ice. Where? Free refill stations, rather. 24-hour retail options, and the overall friendliness they encounter.
Other major things people are stunned about include bulk-sized items, fast food accessibility, the size of menus, and large meal options.
Many people on social media are documenting their first time at a Waffle House, with some calling it the Holy Land for being open 24 hours.
Others are sharing their new obsession with ranch, some calling it crack, and buying multiple bottles to take home with them.
In response, the TSA has had to release a warning to travelers reminding them that all carry-on liquids, including sauce, need to be in containers that are 3.4 ounces or less.
They also went on to joke with travelers, saying, please avoid chugging your ranch outside security.
Mark, will you come here and just take this phone call for me quickly? Thank you. Hey, don't go anywhere. 9:49. We've got a lot more coming here on ARC Rochester. Our final thoughts on the other side of the break.
Time for our final thoughts of the morning on ARC Rochester, and we're keeping our eye on some pretty wild weather west of the city right now.
We certainly are. In Spencerport, Mark, tell us what you're hearing out there.
It's been an active morning for sure with this line of thunderstorms that's crossing the area. What's really working with this line is that there's some gusty wind in the upper atmosphere. What thunderstorms do, they're like a blender. They mix up the atmosphere, so they have the ability to drag down higher winds aloft in the atmosphere down to the Earth's surface. And that's what this line has been doing as it's been moving across western New York. So these are the reports of, and there's going to be more than this, trust me, local storm reports that we've had come in so far. Out in the Buffalo area, the main concern was flash flooding. They're under a flash flood warning until 10:45 this morning. Closer to Rochester, some of this has been wind damage. This is one report out in Elba, some downed trees across New York 98 there. And closer to Rochester, we're hearing lots from the Spencerport area. Multiple reports of and pictures of tree damage across Spencerport, including uprooted trees and trees down like this one right here. Yeah, that's a fully established, mature tree there. It's going to take wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour to topple a tree of that size, and you can see the extensive root system on it that came up. This was near Route 104 and Route 259. There was another report, if we can go back to the weather graphics. Oh, no, we have Christian here?
We've got Christian on the line this morning.
Take Christian to talk about some of the tree damage here.
Yeah, Christian, tell us what you headed right out there instead of coming into the office. What are you seeing out there on the ground?
Yeah, well, I put some video out on Twitter or X. I'm in front of a giant tree in somebody's yard that just completely uprooted and fell down. Thankfully, I'm told no one is hurt. I've been asking around some of the neighbors. I got an interview on camera as well. They're not using the T word here, tornado, but certainly the word microburst is being said right now. Because the damage is pretty extensive, and they said it lasted something like maybe 30 seconds, this sudden downpour. I did talk to one guy. He said he was taking care of his morning ablutions, shall we say, in the bathroom, and it all of a sudden took him by surprise, and he was just shocked to see this wall of water, the wind whip up, and then when he emerged from the bathroom, it's like, oh my God, look at all this stuff that's down. So on scene right now, we've got RG&E, we've got some tree cutting businesses, we have utility workers in the road using saws to break up some of the bigger branches and rake stuff out of the way to clear these roadways to make them, clear for traffic in essence. So I don't know right now what might be closed or what updates are. Pretty much been isolated to this one scene, which is Forest Hill Trails or Forest Trail Way. I'm sorry, I got to go look at the sign. Sorry. But yeah, thankfully, the first question is anybody here hurt? Nobody I know of has been hurt on the ground here.
Hey,
that is good.
Can we get a question in here? Does it look like everything is laid down in a similar direction, or does it look like some of the trees are toppled in maybe a circular pattern where you are? Or is everything laid down in a straight line?
So from what I'm seeing, it depends if these branches have been moved by crews. I'm not really sure. So I don't want to make that determination. But certainly the spot of the day right here is this massive tree in the yard, which you can see on the Twitter. Hey, how's it going? There's a little Lassie's here, a little dog walking by me. But it's just I can't make that determination, Mark. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Christian, just looking at the video that you've posted on social media, it looks like things are relatively clear out there. We heard you say that there are folks out and about walking already. Paint us a picture of what you're seeing out there right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing folks like right in front of me. A woman's walking in front of me right now. So it looks like the roadways are pretty much clear. But that said, I mean, the damage, the cleanup here in people's yards on the side of the road is going to take some time. It's extensive. Just from this one spot that I could see, and mind you, I did drive in from the studio here, and it's really, as far as I can tell, kind of just this one spot. I could be wrong, but it seems like this one spot is sort of the ground zero or epicenter of whatever blasted through here. And again, people are using the word microburst right now.
Ashley, can we go back to the radar quick and just show folks where these storms are at this point? Off to the east of Rochester. There's the line. Severe thunderstorm warning in Wayne County until 10:45 this morning. Some of these storms seem to be on the severe end with gusts over 60 miles per hour, some heavy downpours. You're going to want to watch for ponding on roadways and cloud-to-ground lightning in that as it moves off to the east of Rochester. All of this will be out of the area within the next hour or two.
Okay. All right, Mark. Thank you. Yep. Christian, thank you. Reminder to download the 13WAM Weather Authority app. You can get the latest updates there, push alerts, everything you need to know.
And much more on 13WAM News at midday. We will see you tomorrow.